west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Keep my all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how roof times for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper, been the stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire. Around with me, and I had a nigga spin like a tire. Down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because U.P.K. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cup?
Yeah.
Stop, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's wop up. I know you know Ron.
Who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seen decent dope.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good, his knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle. But them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
Bitch, he got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it, remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying, I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try, so until we meet again.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or super. Gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot outside, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, a Kai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alton Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. My dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. I can't fight the...
Do we know where we are?
Yep.
All right, let's clap it up. How about Shem Y'all Shop about the thumb to the tithe? Before I get started, man, I just want to remind you to pay your tithes to the I.S.U.P.K. No matter what Hebrew Israelite group you in. If you know that you're a Hebrew Israelite living in America, you owe tithes to Amen and GEN.YAHANNA. Period, point blank. Period. So pay your tithe, man. This is the home of the truth. This is where you got the knowledge from. No matter what your leaders say, they started right here on 1 West.
That's right.
All right, so let's get to it, man. We're gonna let's get to the first scripture. We're gonna get to John 13. We're gonna start at verse 34. And whoever grab it, go ahead. And let's go on.
A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
You see what I'm saying? This commandment right here is one of the greatest commandments. The reason why it causes a domino effect. You see what I'm saying? If you keep this one commandment, this allows you to just automatically keep other commandments.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? If you love your brother like you love yourself, you're not going to sleep with your brother's wife.
Right.
That just killed adultery right there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you love your brother like yourself, you're not going to sell your brother drugs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't want nobody selling your family drugs, your mama drugs.
Right.
You wouldn't care if she was honored or not. You would not be happy when your homeboys running around selling drugs to your mama behind your back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. You wouldn't want nobody sleeping with your underage daughter, so you're not going to sleep with the next man's underage daughter.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This commandment is a domino effect right here. You keep this commandment and really truly love your brothers like you love yourself, it's going to automatically make you keep other commandments because you're not going to do those things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The love that you have for yourself, you're not going to shoot heroin in your own arm. You know what I'm saying? Don't sell it to your brother so he can do it.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? It's the same way. Go ahead, Alvin.
And that kills when it talks about not suffering, a sorcerer in the nation of Israel. That kills that.
That kills that.
Without you even thinking about it.
Right. And when the bounce, just to piggyback off what I was talking about originally when he brought it up, a sorcerer. If you sell weed or you sell any type of drugs out here, according to the scriptures, you're like a witch. You're casting spells on people. And that's why I don't want to brought that up. As far as being a sorcerer, you're like a witch. You see what I'm saying? Back in the day. That's right. No, go ahead.
You are a witch.
Yeah, you are a witch. That's exactly what you are.
Right. Not a television set.
Yeah. So you're not flying brooms, you're flying Chevys. You know what I'm saying? You're still a witch, though. You know what I'm saying? Selling that poison to your people to get them out of their mind. You see what I'm saying? They're not normal when they buy that stuff and they put that stuff into their body. You see what I'm saying? So that's just like a witch too, as far as casting spells and potions or whatnot. All right, so let's get a precept off that. Let's go to John 15. Salakia.
That's right.
Let's go to John 15 and 17. Just to get a quick precept for what we just read.
You said John 15.
17.
Okay. All right.
You got it?
Yeah. John 15.
It's just not all about words. Even your woman, you don't accept that from your woman. Your woman can just say, I love you, but then she turn around and don't do nothing you say. You know what I'm saying? Won't cook you a meal, won't give you nothing, but then she lay down and talk about she love you, she want all your money and everything. Ain't no nigga trying to hear that, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's an action. You'll know if your woman love you.
Right.
You wouldn't have to come home and tell her to cook. The food will be done. Right. You wouldn't have to come home and tell her to clean. It'll be clean. The kids will be in order. Her actions will let you know that she loves you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's really disgusting, man, to do that. It's an action, man. I don't need to tell my wife I love her. She can tell that I love her by the things that I do, the way I conduct myself. It's the same way with my brothers, man. Not that I don't tell my wife that I love them, not that I don't tell my brothers I love them. We left Chicago, I let all my brothers know, man, I love y'all, fam.
Damn right.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show that in my actions. Right. I'm away from my brothers and I'm in private. And nobody knows what I'm doing. That's when you really show the love. Can you keep these law, statutes, and commandments when ain't nobody on your ass? You see what I'm saying? When you're in the privacy of your own home and you can really do what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? That's true brotherhood. Right. Because we're gonna get into these scriptures, we're gonna see that one man can mess it up for all of us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Some bad apples can mess it up for the whole bunch.
That's right.
We're held accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable because the Most High is holding you accountable.
Right.
So you might as well hold yourself accountable. Right. Don't think that the things you're doing in private that you're gonna get away with. It's gonna come to the forefront. You're gonna have to deal with it. And the flip side of that is you might make your brothers have to deal with it. Right. You see what I'm saying? I'm sitting in the back by myself and ain't nobody watching, and I'm smoking weed and you know what I'm saying, doing this, doing that, watching porn, doing all this weird stuff, thinking because can't nobody see that I'm in the green. Nah, man. That's gonna come back full circle, man. And I might have to make one of my brothers pay for that. You see what I'm saying? We getting jammed up in a situation because of what I'm doing in private. Right. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into some scriptures. You're gonna see that. That's how it works, man. It didn't take all Israel to sin for us to go into captivity. That's right. That doesn't mean that every single Israelite was sinning for us to get put on ships. But enough of us was sinning. Right. You see what I'm saying? And this is the same way when Yahweh is going to come back with 200 million angels. Right. Not every Israelite is going to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But enough of us will. You see what I'm saying? You can't just live your life for yourself. You got to do it for your brothers and your sisters. You got to
to prove what you're saying, also too, Daniel and Ezekiel wound up on the slave ship. Yeah. When you look at Ezekiel, and the Lord told him exactly what to do. The Lord told Ezekiel to voluntarily put himself in slavery. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a prophet. You ever seen that before?
I heard about it, just never read it.
Yeah, it was deep. He told him to lay on one side. You know what I'm saying? Here's the crazy thing about it. He told him to lay on one side for one specific amount of time, and then lay on the other side. Now think about it. You're on the slave ship. It's going to be too stressful for you to keep this only laying on one side. Right. And that's how people got the mildew and the leprosy and all of that. So they have to keep turning. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like people that's bedridden. Right. They have to keep flipping and keep turning them and stuff like that. Right. He told Ezekiel, lay on one side. You know what I'm saying? And then lay, you know what I'm saying, on the other. That's and all of this stuff represented something right there. When Ezekiel was not guilty of the crimes that brought the people on the slave ships.
Damn right, I do, man. That's how you have fun. So, like, if I may, what chapter is that? That is in the book of Ezekiel, right?
Yeah, it's in Ezekiel. Okay. Yeah, it's in Ezekiel. It's a cold ass chapter. Like, I gotta find it.
Okay, and it's like, you know, and to add on to what Officer Taraka said, if you don't mind, Slacky.
No, you too.
I was also going to say, like, you know, I was just doing the Last One for Dash class last Friday, and I was going over the books, the names of the books and the names of the prophets, how to say it in Hebrew, and breaking it down what it all means. And one prophet that I elaborated on was Jeremiah, which is Yashirmiah, I believe is how he said it in Hebrew. And pretty much explaining how he was talking about the Babylonian times. Right. Understanding that he was a young person, a young man, in the time of Babylonia or Babylonian captivity. And that's another example because, you know, he grew up in that time. You see what I'm saying? Looking at the destruction and looking at the curse of Israel. And just pretty much showing how, because of our actions, we ended up in that type of captivity.
Absolutely.
Just like today. Go ahead.
It's in the first chapter.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what? It is. Oh, damn, it is. Okay. Damn, it is in the first chapter. I forgot. Okay. It's been a while, Salaki. But yeah, I just want to make that point real quick. Go ahead.
All right, let's move on to the next scripture. Oh, before we move on, man, let's talk about so Moses got up out of Egypt, right?
That's right.
But he was a high-ranking man in Egypt. You see what I'm saying? If he was a selfish bastard like our leaders today, he never would have got up out of Egypt. Because he was living a good life. He didn't have the problems that his people had. You see what I'm saying? But when he went down and saw his people, he loved them enough, man, where it bothered him. It didn't matter what he had when he's looking at his people's condition. And a lot of us suffer from that today, especially these Christians. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the money and you ain't got the cars and they think that the Most High is not with you. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes them believe that they're not next to the Most High, because how they succeeded in this devil's world, which makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. If you really walk with Christ, the world is going to hate you, just like they hated Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you get along with everybody and everybody loves you, you should take a look in the mirror and ask yourself what the hell you got going on.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You should figure out what you're doing wrong for everybody to love you, if that makes sense to you. Because if everybody love you, you're doing something wrong, man.
Damn right.
Everybody don't love me. My own family can't stand to see me coming no more. When I was a drug dealing Christian, a horror popping Christian, so I did. You know what I'm saying? Doing all manners of evil, my family loved me.
Right.
There was no problems, man. I could show up to my mama's house, all the weed in the world in my pocket, smoke all the blunts, all of that. I told my mama I don't eat pork no more, and my name Kanaka Bar, and I was the scum of the earth. I was scum instantly. Like, your name is what? And you don't eat what? And you don't go to church? And you don't smoke weed anymore? And you don't smoke cigarettes anymore? Like, I was a disgusting nigga because of these things. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how it was with Christ, though. You see what I'm saying? The Sadducees and Pharisees hated Christ because they were just hypocrites. You see what I'm saying? It's easy to get up here and speak the truth. Can you live it, man? Can you live it is the key. Anybody can talk. Fools talk the most. No, a wise person tell you that, man. Just sit in the room and be quiet, man, and just listen to motherfuckers. And find out how much full of shit everybody is. That's what a wise man do. You see what I'm saying? But a person who's running their mouth all the goddamn time, 9 times out of 10 is an idiot. Go ahead, I don't want to let you know.
Like last Tuesday, when I was doing the class, when it mentioned in the Apocrypha, his life was made to reprove ours. When I was mentioning about brother, also his life was made to reprove ours. And when your life is made to reprove somebody's life, yes, all the fangs come out. All the fangs and claws, you know. It's like what happened with Stephen, because with Stephen, whatever, in the book of Acts, you know, they stoned him to death. And they said that they gnashed their teeth upon him. But when I first read the scripture, I thought that meant that they were like biting. You know what I'm saying? But actually, gnash your teeth upon somebody means you having, you just cussing them with cuss words that ain't even damn human. You just like the demon is taking over and cussing, you know what I'm saying, through the person, at that person, you know. And they stoned him to death. Like, man, and I think about it, being from the outside looking in, what will people say? They're like, well, you know, see, look, that life that he was living and everything got him stoned like that. See, look. So, you know, they from the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? No faith at all. So they like, well, I just know it's to be in my place. You know what I'm saying? But they don't even understand, you know what I'm saying, the counsel of the Lord. I don't need to go off.
No, you too up.
You did not slide on what to say. So, just to add to the precept based on what you guys were speaking about, 1 John 3:18 says, "My little children, children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth."
Get out of here. Get out of here. Just to piggyback on what I don't want to go out, even when these other nations come and stand at the camps, and they, we ask them, "Are you sorry?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We put a scripture and let them know that. You have to show a deed to show that you're sorry. Right. You got to show some humility. That's what kissing the boots is about.
Mm-hmm.
Get them devils to come off their pedestal and show some humility to the children of Israel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Most people don't understand that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They think it's something like, oh, we're cocky or something. No, man. These people live on high right now. They're in their heaven right now. Mm-hmm. And they treat us like garbage. Right. And they get one of them to step off their pedestal and show some humility for however long it is. For however many brothers is out there. However many boots they got to kiss. That's the Most High, man.
It is. Damn
you see what I'm saying? That's the Holy Spirit.
Damn right.
Not all that jumping around in the goddamn church, scaring every goddamn kid in there. Right. That ain't got nothing to do with the Holy Spirit. You wearing the little skirt you can find, now you showing your ass to every goddamn body if you talking about you got the Holy Spirit. Right. That's garbage, man.
See walking in the damn gate, hoping to the camera, man. Trying damn your gas. Like, see walking.
Like, it's crazy, man. Like, that has nothing to do with the Holy Spirit. We're jumping around and partying.
Right.
Good night.
But when a Edomite in their kingdom, you understand that this is their kingdom, can step down and get on all fours and kiss the boots of the priests and prophets, that's the Holy Spirit.
Right, damn right.
You see what I'm saying? Most people understand that, man. That's the Holy Spirit that makes them do that. You see what I'm saying? That's what that is. Right. That's something. That's a miracle in the earth. Right there, in our worst state that we could be in, to make these bastards get down and show some humility. Right. You see what I'm saying? But let's keep it going. Let's go to Joshua chapter 7. We're gonna start at verse 1. So again, this is about lack of brotherhood, man. And when we have lack of brotherhood, some of the conditions and situations we can end up in. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We end up in this hell of lack of brotherhood. We're still in this hell of lack of brotherhood. Right. You see what I'm saying? We like I always bring out, man. Niggas want to do everything but follow this law, statutes, and commandments. Right. We'll vote. We'll march. We'll get shot, killed. Mm-hmm. We'll do everything. Right. But to tell you to stop selling drugs to your people, stop laying down with other men's wives, this is just like poison to the ears. Like a nigga can't fathom not sleeping with another man's wife. Right. Like, bro, stop sleeping with his wife. What? I can't sleep with his wife? No, man. I can't smoke the weed? It's over with. You done lost your brother because he can't smoke weed no more. Right. He can't smoke cigarettes no more. You see what I'm saying? When you stop doing those things, what that forces you to do is to deal with your situation. Right. I used to smoke weed. All that shit is for an escape. You don't want to be man enough to deal with what's really going on. Right. And what's really going on is we're at war. That's right. We're at war with these other nations right now. You see what I'm saying? And people don't want to realize that. They want to love every goddamn body. Right. That's why I made a post. I said, man, this weed is making you niggas gay. Yeah. And the homeboy said, gay? I said, yeah, bro. Because you don't realize that you're at war right now. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's why they can kill us on camera and you still want to love them. You can't wait to get up and go vote for your oppressor. The lessers of two evils. When you don't realize, when you vote for the lessers of two evils, you're still voting for evil. Right. Right. Like, I never understood that, man. Yeah. You got a line that says, okay, we're going to kill you by shooting you. Or you got a line that says, we're going to kill you by giving you drugs. And then you pick a line. Common sense will tell you, don't pick no line. Let me not say neither one of these lines. Right. Let me find life somewhere. Right. Both of these lines is death. Right. It's the same way when you're going to vote for these Republicans and Democrats, man. Right. They have never helped us, man. Ever. Right. People always talking about get on the vote, get on the vote. And I tell them, okay, just show me one time when we did that. Because we've done it before. They like niggas ain't voting. Right. Niggas is voting, man. Don't let the media lie to you. These niggas just get out here and they vote. Right. They got the little stickers. I just seen them. They vote.
And they on Facebook.
They on Facebook. Proud.
You know,
proud.
I voted and saying stuff like that. Yeah.
So it's like, with that being the case, show me the, you know what I'm saying, the benefits of it.
Yeah.
What benefit have any Black, Hispanic, Native American have from voting?
They can't give nothing tangible.
You can't.
Yeah.
And the only time you can give something, if it's just selfish, then it's just selfish.
Right.
You might catch some selfish reason. Like I asked my mom, well, I think Biden's bad too, and I think that Trump is bad. I said, why are you voting? Because Trump kind of messed up the taxes, so I want to get my taxes back. I said, well, what about the 200 million people? I mean, the 2 million people in jail. What about the Mexican babies in the border? You know what I'm saying? At the border, locked up in cages. You worried about your goddamn taxes?
Right.
You still, listen, they can give you all your taxes back. You still gonna be a slave in America.
Right.
Like, what the hell is wrong with people, man?
Right. Taxes will be gone in the
Taxes? That's what you want to go line up and vote for your president for some damn taxes?
Come on.
They're gonna be gone in a couple of weeks.
It's disgusting, man. For you to feel any type of, I don't care if you're LeBron James. You can have LeBron James money. If you're satisfied in America, it's because you're selfish.
Right.
Because if you look at the condition that your people is in, how the hell are you satisfied with that?
Right.
Just because you by yourself is at the top. That's some selfish shit, man. I don't care how much money I have, what I got going on in the world. I found the I.S.U.P.K. That could have been good enough for me. I could have stayed a trooper.
Right.
I ain't got to do no speakings, nothing. I could just, pay my tithes and come to class. I can stay the trooper. But it's not about me, man. Let me put my work in and hit these streets. I might be able to reach somebody that Officer Tarap can't reach. You see what I'm saying? I got to think, when you selfish, he's out in the streets doing what he got to do.
Right.
This is how the devil moves with everything. Wrap your mind around that.
Right.
This person has everything. Right. They was born into this. When they was born, they had millions in the bank account.
Right.
But they move like they have nothing. Like they watching their family starve.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And when you try to mirror your life off of their oppression, this is the things that you start to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's disgusting. You got your hand on that.
What you say is super heavy. Because they do that. It's the one small infraction that happens to them, they act like the whole world is in it.
They kill themselves.
Right. Or they come to try to find out a way to try to kill us. Because they always are the beast of burden.
Right.
Anything that goes wrong, this is one thing that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to understand, and this thing has been historically proven. Anytime white people have a problem, they're gonna blame you. They have a problem with the Arabs in the Middle East. It's gonna fall back on you. They have a problem with the Chinese. It's gonna fall back on you.
Yeah.
If they have a problem with anybody, they don't have nothing to do with you. It's gonna fall back on you.
Yeah.
Because we are their original enemy.
Period.
Right.
We are the original enemy.
That's what we have to understand. And we joining. If we understood that, it wouldn't be so many Black people joining the military.
Joining the military, gangs, doing all that. Like I said, joining the military and joining the police force is some of the worst things a nigga can do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It'll put you, it'll put you in a general situation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? With these teachings, with the I.S.U.P.K, I think it's possible that you could be a cop. You know what I'm saying? And still do your thing. Yeah, you walk on a fine line. You walk on a fine. I wouldn't try it. I would recommend it. You see what I'm saying? But if you in class every day, you listen to behind me, it's possible that you can still keep your dignity and get out here and do that job.
Right.
But for the average nigga, man, it's the worst thing on the planet, man.
But if you do that job, one thing that you're gonna have to understand is that you're gonna be like Moses. If you really want to stand for the truth, because Moses was looked at
like an outsider. Yeah, they're gonna split you out.
Not just the outsider, but he was looked at on the same level of a black cop that was in a very high position over other police officers.
Right.
And Moses' heart was for his people, and it made him an enemy against them to the point that they wanted to kill him. Now, if you want to be a person who want to be a black police officer or whatever, they have to gear themselves for that kind of thing.
Right. No, because if you're really for your people, that's what's coming.
Right, exactly.
Because these people is against your people. So you can't, what they say, two can't walk in the agrees.
Right.
It's the same way. You're not going to agree with how they treat your people if you're not for your people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what you
if I may mention the officer Makataza, He used to be in the military. He was in the world at the time when he was in the military, right? Now, but here's the thing. He got out of the military and came into the truth, and I knew people that were not that fortunate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what he did was he came out of the military, right? And with the truth being there, imagine if he didn't have the truth though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How messed up things, because I knew dudes that were in the Vietnam, I used to be a slave with them and everything, that was in the Vietnam War. I remember one brother, we called him Short Dog. But I think that they, Uncle Ruckus on Boondocks. Seriously. I think that had to be, because they had one dude from Louisville on because the dude sounded just like him. And he had the little eye that, but the Short Dog was saying that he was like, yeah, I was over in Vietnam, I didn't have no friends. He was like, you have friends, and your friends end up getting killed. But he said that when he left from there, he come to the States, he come back to Louisville and seen things worse in Louisville, way worse in Louisville than what they was before he left. Absolutely. You know what he did? He didn't have the truth to cling on to. You know what he did?
Kill himself?
No, he didn't kill himself. He went right back over there. He already did a year and a half over there. Right. He went right back over there for a second tour. Yeah. Good night.
It was more peaceful over there. Just like they talk about when you're in the army, you can't shoot a person in the back.
Yeah, you can't.
You go to jail for that in the army. In America, you can shoot a nigga in the back, no problem.
Yeah.
They shot that man in the back 7 times in front of his children. Nobody has still been arrested for that.
Right.
That Wisconsin shooter.
Yeah.
Now he's paralyzed.
Kenosha.
You see what I'm saying? Like now the brother's paralyzed. Right. Nobody's going to jail for that.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty.
You see what I'm saying? He's walking away from. How do you say you were a threat and somebody's walking away from you?
Right.
They're not. Or if they're running away from you, they're even less of a threat.
Yeah, just said that. Yeah.
It's not about being a threat. It's about my chance to kill a nigga.
And that's what it is.
And that's what people don't understand. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I got all the reason in the world. All of a sudden, in his mind, he's a goddamn deer with a crow. You know what I'm saying? He a goddamn deer with an afro. You know what I'm saying?
Looking for any reason to kill you, man. Looking for any reason to kill him. Because like we went over before, this is a perpetual hatred. Mm-hmm. This is something from the womb. This ain't have to be taught. You know how like they say like it's the animal's nature to do things like this. It's a lion's nature to hunt and eat. Mm-hmm. It's the oppressor's nature to hunt and eat us.
Right. Yes.
That's his nature. He don't have to be taught that.
Right.
It's in his blood. It's in his psyche. Yes. And he don't even understand why. That's just the way they are. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's just the way they are. It's a perpetual hatred for us. Right. It will never change because of who we are. Because of Most High. They hate the sight of us, man. Right. We don't even have to do that. They killing innocent brothers, man. Yeah. Just for being brothers, for having dark skin. Right. That's all it takes. Right. And the hatred is there to the maximum.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it got to be our job. As much as they hate us, we have to love our brothers more. And that's what we fell out as a people. Right. Right. That's our shortcomings. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We see how this oppressor hates us. And because we want to be like him so much for whatever goddamn reason in the world, and we want his acceptance, we start acting like him. When you acting like him, that makes his enemy your enemy. Mm-hmm. That means your people is your enemy now. Because you're trying to act like this disgusting bastard. Right. Instead of just, hey, listen, man, everything that they do, man, from their holidays to what they eat, to how they dress, to how they treat their women, we don't need to do none of it. Right. Right. Absolutely none of it. All of it is bad for us, man. Right. And that goes for every goddamn nation that's not Israel. That's right. That goes for every nation. Right. I don't care, East Indians, the Arabs, I don't care who you try to throw out. The Africans, right. Them Hamites. It's disgusting, man. Their way of life is disgusting. Damn Not only is it disgusting to us, it's disgusting to the Most High. Damn right. The Most High hates the way that these people live, man. He hates the decisions they make, things that they eat. He don't agree with it. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with him or his people. We are his people, man. Yeah, right. Well, let's get back into some of the scriptures, man. Let's go to Joshua chapter 7. We can start at verse 1. Otherwise, if you could, you can help me run through this. Yeah, I got you. Okay, come on, console.
You want to go ahead and read, Rob?
Yeah.
Or actually, Salaki, let me, yeah. If you want to go ahead and read it. Yeah, Joshua 7 chapter. And me, you can help, go back and forth. All right. The water. Salaki, actually, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joshua chapter 7, verse 1. But the children of Israel committed a trespass and a cursed thing. For Achan and the son of Kamai, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, and the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed thing, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel. Verse 2. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Bethlehem, on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai. Verse.
Let's get a little breakdown in there. So, the first verse when it said that the Most High's anger was kindled to the children of Israel. This is what we're going through now. You see what I'm saying? Right now. So I'm like, man, these men all his money and all his mathematics and everything. Black women in the room figured that out with a chalkboard and some chalk.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we do everything better than them. So it's like, why is they on top of us, man? It's the punishment because we kindle, you know what I'm saying, the Most High's fire against us, man. It's a punishment, man. This is coming from him. He's using the oppressor. The oppressor is like a belt.
Right.
It's like when your father comes in the room with a belt and he punishes you with that belt, right? You would be a fool to fear the belt. Why not fear the person swinging the belt?
Right.
It's the same with the Most High. Why the hell would you fool this oppression? Would you fear him? He's nothing. He's the belt. Let's fear who's using the belt, which is the Most High. He put these other nations on top of us because of our disobedience. You understand about one?
Yeah, which is true, At the same time, what we got to understand is that the Lord also got punishment for that belt. You know what I'm saying? Belt is going to run out of his use. You know what I'm saying? Your child 18, and he, just like you and all of that, he ain't got no need for the belt. And that belt go in a damn garbage can or get scrap loose or scrap leather or something like that.
Or it can just go back on your waist and do his original job.
Right.
And they can go up under us and do their original job.
Or either the child becomes a master over that belt.
Go ahead,
So, I was going to say, actually, a precept to what you just said was Matthew. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Period. You see what I'm saying? That is the perfect precept for what the hell we were just talking about. You see what I'm saying? Only the oppressor can kill your body.
Right.
But we need to fear who can kill the body, and they send you back down here to worry about another hell, which will be the Most High.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You see what I'm saying? We all gonna die. You see what I'm saying? But can you die a righteous death like our brother in North Carolina?
Right.
Can you die a righteous death like that? On the way to camp to bring up this word? Can you do that? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes that he wasn't sitting up in no hospital, IVs hooked up to him, suffering, praying for death. That wasn't what was going on with that brother.
Truth, you know what I'm saying? And he decided to think about it, though. He got inside the truth after leaving the military and everything. He decided, because I know it was probably tipping in his mind when he came back to the States and seen the same drugs and poverty before he left, because that's the way a lot of military dudes say. When they go over to a place like that, they come back to the same despair.
Even worse.
Right. Yeah. And that's why a lot of them go back to do some type of second tour or stuff like that. He found the truth. You know what I'm saying? Once I broke that temptation off of him to do that, he came into the truth and became an officer in the Israelite school for practice.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Right. And this is where he You know what I'm saying? That's hardcore.
It's hardcore.
You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't make it, you know what I'm saying? But I watched the service today on brothers were sharing it on Facebook, man. It was glorious, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To see Commander GEN.YAHANNA step down for a second, he gave the salute. He sent the brother on. You know what I'm saying? That's powerful, man. Only I could be so lucky. That's how I feel. I go get sent off by the men of the Lord like that. You know what I'm saying? That was amazing, man. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And my brother's gonna rise again, man. Like, it was hard for me to shed tears. I was so happy. Because everybody got to go, man. My dad went to colon cancer. I couldn't even recognize him. You see what I'm saying? But all the chemo and everything that he went through before he, you know what I'm saying, finally died. You see what I'm saying? That was a horrible way to go, man. I watched that nigga suffer for years. 5-6 years I watched my dad suffer. You see what I'm saying? And this brother went in his sleep looking strong. You know what I'm saying? The brother was a strong, working out nigga. He wasn't no average nigga. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no nigga you want to step to. You know what I'm saying? You want to step to. You're going to have to deal with the brother. You see what I'm saying? And the Most High took him in that state. You know what I'm saying? And being a part of this truth, man, that's a blessing, man. It was amazing. You see what I'm saying? It was an amazing thing. Let's go ahead and keep going. You got the rest of that?
That's what. Verse 3. And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai, and make not all the people to labor thither, for they are but few.
For they are but few. You know what I'm saying? But the correct thing would have been to do is for everybody to go up, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If one of my brothers is going to war, we all going to goddamn war. You see what I'm saying? If it's the Lord's will that we all get smite, then hey, so be it. But goddamn it, we all going. That's brotherhood, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's brotherhood. Right. I'm gonna lay my life down for with us. That's it, man. Esau be like, we're with each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They got against each other like the more like we designed it. They not doing it no more.
Yeah.
Now they all against the Aryan nation and the skinheads. We have a fucking problem in here. It would be a problem, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like that in the prisons and in the world. If we all come together like these scriptures say, one body. This is why Commander GEN.YAHANNA, even though these other groups break off and they teach their own things and they get their own ties and they do all this, he tell them, come back home. Come to the Passover.
Right.
Because when we all find, you know what I'm saying, get in this one body, it's something dangerous, man. You got your hand up on
right. And you know what? And, you know, it's heavy what you're saying right there, because a lot of brothers don't like the I.S.U.P.K and all of that. And it ain't just about who the hell you like.
Right.
It's not about that. That's one thing that they got to understand. They just be emotional, damn, like women. You got white people out there that are separate, you know, hell, the English don't like the damn Irish. Yeah, you know, all of that. They don't like each other.
Right.
But they will come together for a damn common cause.
You better believe it. When they come and kick the niggas down, they don't want to
go. Right. England is running things.
Right.
They will conform themselves to be like the English.
Right.
And whoever the hell is with Britain or whatever the case is running things, they will conform themselves to be like them. And I think about it during that time. Look at how many people, you know, back on the time of slavery and all of that, look a little down on Spain and Portugal.
Right.
They ended up dominating the damn slave trade. You know what I'm saying? And everybody became friendly with them. Of course, yeah, they still had their little beef or whatever the hell the case is, but they know how to work together as a unit.
Right. When it comes to the common goal,
right,
they know how to come together, man. And that's what blacks and Hispanics need to find out. And that's why I talk about the lost statute economy, because that is the common goal.
Right.
That's what's going to get it. Nothing else is going to get us off this hill, man. No marching, no voting. No, I didn't go to war. It's like, bro, that's not the answer, man.
Right.
Yeah, he's still smoking weed, though.
Right.
Get up, brother.
Right.
I told him, brother, that's crazy that he just said it. I told him, brother, I said, brother, you want me to pull up my guns and risk everything, and you can't even put the blood down.
Right. That's like you vouching for him.
You can't put the blood
down.
Come on, man. You can't put the blood down, but you ready for me to grab an AK and risk everything I got going on when you can't even stop smoking weed.
Right. He's chasing after white women as soon as the whole little thing is dispersed.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He on the phone. Hey, boo. You know what I'm saying? Talking some of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Some of the heathen and everything. You know. So, Yeah, the guns get tough. They get tucked up. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. If you're not vouching for them.
It's crazy, man. Like that's just not the answer, man. You listen. There's no whores amongst Israel. There's no bitches either. Ain't no niggas and no bitches. That ain't what time it is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But we know what the Most High told us to do. He didn't tell us to pick up arms and try to be a more killer than Esau. That's not the answer, man.
Right.
Not that you let somebody do something to you. No, defend your family by all costs.
Right.
By all means. But just to hit these streets and do what we want to do and just try to go to war with them, you're a fool, man. If you think you can kill better than Esau, you're out your goddamn mind. He ain't got to do nothing but press a button. And all your AKs and all AR-15s is gone in about 2 seconds.
Right.
You can't kill like he run one tank down there. They got tanks in your city. He run. There's tanks in St. Paul. Police tanks. You understand? Not military tanks. Police tanks. They have them in St. Paul.
Right.
So don't think that you can kill better than him. That's not the answer, man. We gotta just come together, man, under these law, statutes, and commandments in the I.S.U.P.K. and GEN.YAHANNA.
That's right.
That's the only thing that's gonna save us, man.
That's right.
That's why we doing videos, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing this right now. I would love to be at home with my rib, cuddled up. You know what I'm saying? Chilling.
Right.
But we gotta go to war, man. You see what I'm saying? I gotta take out what I want to do. It's not about me, man. And I gotta come here and wake up my brothers and sisters, man. Because that's what's gonna get us out the cell, and that's what's really important to me. That's what's really important to me. It's not laying up with my ribs and doing things that I say. Even though I love to do it, that's not what's important. What's important is that we get up on this goddamn head. You see what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and read. Somebody got Proverbs 21 and 21 for me.
Okay. Just Proverbs what?
Proverbs 21. This is just a small precept about what we're talking about right now. Then we get back to the Joshua.
Okay.
In a second.
I got it.
You got it? Go ahead, Adama.
Proverbs 21, chapter 21, verse 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness and honor.
Period, man. You see what I'm saying? This is what we have to do, man. And this is the law, statutes, and commandments. And this is how we're going to do this. There's no other way, man. It goes with just like who's trying to save his life or lose it. And him who's willing to put his life on the line for his brothers will gain his life.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You will gain your life that way, man. There's reincarnation, man. You will gain your life. Your heritage will go on. Your name will be remembered. You see what I'm saying? The works you've done, it will be remembered. And it won't be nothing vile or vanity. You know what I'm saying? It'll be real.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Even when I was teaching a class one day, man, when they was talking about they was going to war, and the angel, instead of telling the brother that he was an angel, he told him another name.
Yeah, you talking about the Book of Tobit.
Book of Tobit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Without motives and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the reason why he told him that name is because that name carried heavy.
Of course it is. Yeah. That's right.
You see, he could have said, I'm an angel. Like, look here, brother. I'm an angel. The Most High sent me. Dude, that might would have threw him off. But he told him, look, man, I'm from this family. And he went back and told his wife, he's from this family. He said, oh, that family carries a good name.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? A good name is better than gold and silver.
That's right.
He was really, after he told him that name, he was willing to risk his life. Oh, that's who this person is? Okay, I can go with him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When the angel could just say, look at him, man, I'm an angel.
Right.
He didn't do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He told him another brother's name in Israel who the family was solid. You see what I'm saying? And that got that brother to go with him.
Yeah.
That's the kind of, you know what I'm saying, tradition you want to leave behind.
Yeah, right.
When somebody say, I'm from the seed of Kanaga Bar, I want that to mean something, man. I want the rest of Israel to look up and say, Kanaga Bar, oh, he got to be solid. He come from Kanaga Bar.
Right.
Because Kanaga Bar was a solid nigga in his truth. He kept the law, statutes, commandments. He put his brothers before himself. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of legacy I want to leave. That's amazing if you can do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But that's what we have to do, man. And I want to leave that legacy, not for me, but for the people that come after me, man.
Right.
For my sons and their grandsons, you know what I'm saying? The people that they're gonna reach out to. You have to be unselfish.
Right.
And that's the main thing that's gonna get us out. If we stop being selfish, man. Stop looking at what the hell is on your table. Let's worry about every nigga's table.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Let's worry about all the brothers in prison, except for your uncles and your dad. No, man, they all in there, man. They all going through the same hill. We all born in the same hill. You see what I'm saying? We sit down and talk about, you know what I'm saying, the average nigga sit down and talk about his past. We're going to be telling the same goddamn stories from different locations. It's just the religion of Satan.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? To be a Christian today, you're so brainwashed, it don't even make sense. If you wake up on Sunday and put on your three-piece suit and go to church and sing and dance and then listen to your pastor talk for an hour and give him all your money, you are goddamn brainwashed.
Right.
And we're going to stay in this motherfucking hill if that's the case. Right. If you can't get up out of that, we're going to stay in this hill. And that's how I know that this truth just ain't for everybody.
It's not.
But we still had to put in that work to get who it's for.
Right.
But when I heard this truth, there was no convincing Kanata about it. You ain't had to convince me. Mm-hmm. You had to show me where to sign up. Yeah. Oh, I ain't got to sign up. Are they going to put all black? I'll see you next week. With all black. Right. That's what it was for me.
Right.
When I heard this truth.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't nobody have to sit me down and convince me and go to war and cross the line and none of that. No, they didn't take none of that. I was like, what?
Right.
Man, I knew that. I knew church's garbage. Like, I knew it. I knew it. It was like, man, I got to put on all black. That shit got to get some boots. Like, I think it's going to see me every week. You know what I'm saying? You should have loved the water over that. You know what I'm saying? The water that the Most High made my heart accepting. Because he could have made my heart cold.
Right.
He could have made me one of the niggas who just might have learned hard.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But he let me understand the truth and accept the truth from him. And I thank him for that. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I love my brothers more than I love myself. Because I understand it's not about me, man.
Mm-hmm.
I can get spewed at any time. But I'm going to do this work, man. Who can I reach to be the next general? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I might not make it to captain. But if I can reach somebody who can one day become a general, Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'll die at 50. You know what I'm saying? But let this brother that heard my voice speak this goddamn truth that was taught to me become a general in this truth.
That's right.
That's amazing, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's amazing, man. This shit ain't about me. Come on, man. This shit's not about me, man. It's not about you. It's not about Officer Maccabi, man. Or any other brothers and sisters in the school.
Right.
It's about us as a whole.
Right.
And once we understand that, man, that is the beginning of getting us out the cell.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's personal. And what I got going on, you're going to be jammed up, man. Because Satan will see the zeal that you have on you and just make sure that you're straight. And I just killed your zeal. Because I got a Benz. And I got a house.
Right.
My kids are straight.
Good night.
That just killed your zeal to go wake up your people because you had everything.
Right.
Don't be that weak. Go ahead.
That's why what you're saying is heavy because I've seen this.
Absolutely.
I've seen it. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I even been through it.
Right.
Myself. You know, going, you full of zeal and everything, and you run up inside that Christian church, the job of them is to quench the fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. The job of them is to quench it and put it out because they want you to do singing, clapping, and crying. Now your zeal is gone. The fire you had is now gone. Because one thing they hate to see directly straight off, and now everybody got a bad vibe of you. The next thing you know, you come in one day and all the women want to lay hands on you. Like you got this evil spirit on you that they need to get out of you so that you can become a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like their husbands. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. You see what I'm saying? Actually, matter of fact, I'll keep your hand because of that.
That's just the church that you right play.
Shalom. It's allergy season, y'all bear with me. I'm gonna put my nose on the camera and jammed up. But yeah. All right, so let's keep it going. So y'all want to get back to Joshua?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, what's one now?
Let me see. Joshua chapter 7, verse 4. Verse 4. So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before the men of Ai. Verse 5. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate even unto Shebarim. and smote them in the going down. Wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water. Verse 6. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord unto the eventide. Yeah, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. Verse 7. And Joshua said also, alas, O Lord God, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites, to destroy us? Would to God we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan. Verse 8. O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies? Verse 9. For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and it shall what's that word? Environ us round and cut us off our name from the earth. And what wilt thou do unto thy great name? Now it's going to get to the point, okay? Verse 10. And the Lord said unto Joshua, get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? Verse 11. Israel hath sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them.
Read that one more time.
Israel hath sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen, and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff. The last verse right here.
Yes, go ahead.
Verse 12, last verse. Therefore, the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the curse from among you.
See, this is even. You can break it down all the way, but I'm just going to the last part. Is when the Most High is not with us, man. We're jammed up.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? We're a mighty people, man. If you look at the blacks and Hispanics, we're a mighty people. You know what I'm saying? The average person don't want to fight us. They don't want to step to us. They don't want to war with us. You know what I'm saying? They can't do nothing. Father is not with us because we not with him. Scriptures. Every time we read the Most High, we jammed up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? These other nations know that if we get with the Most High and we get on one accord with the Most High, that they can't do nothing with us. You see what I'm saying? That even the oppressor to nowadays knows. That's why they did in Canada the way they did them.
Right.
Hold up, man. You can say you were Muslim. You can say you was the first people on earth. You can say you were Egyptologists. No problem. You can say you were atheist. You can say all of that.
Right.
But you say that you are the real Jew and that we need to start keeping these laws and commandments, they shut your ass down.
Yeah, right.
Why? Because that's what can shut them down.
Right.
Right.
There's no tolerance for that.
Right.
They know. They know, man. They know our records. They stole our records. They went through them. They know.
Right.
When these people keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, they are unstoppable people.
Right.
So we got to keep them drugged up. We got to keep them in abortion clinics. We got to keep them in the prisons. We got to keep them with the evil eye towards each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep them at the bottom and make them scrap for the crumbs.
Right.
So they can turn on one another. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But in the I.S.U.P.K, the Command GEN.YAHANNA, we're going to break that.
Right.
Right. I don't care how long it takes, man. Niggas will have the last laugh. You hear me?
Right.
Niggas in here in this I.S.U.P.K community, we will have the last laugh, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all beating my people down, man. Y'all keeping drugs in our neighborhoods. Y'all keeping us in prison. Live it up, man. I'm not mad at you. Live it up. Go to Disney World and go to Sea World and see Shamu. Live it up, man. Because we will have the last laugh.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is for a short time. Even though it seems like forever, man. This punishment right here is coming to an end. Right. That's what the last days is. It ain't the last days for us. This is the last days for these other nations. This is the beginning for us. Our time ain't even started yet, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is the last days for y'all, man. Y'all kingdom is falling. We was dropping Ottawa off, Officer McCauley. We dropping him off at his house yesterday. They had to get a white girl about 19, 20 years old. Young, standing out there with a sign.
Oh, yeah.
I said, Musa in Christ.
Right.
Somebody's your jewel. This thing, man.
It is. But I see it like, Kentucky and Indiana. The first people to come to their damn rescue is these Christian black women.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, they see devils out. When I remember one of the reels I had to check up real hardcore on that. I couldn't believe that came out of her mouth. She's taking me to the slave. And we was going by the rallies. Like, stop and give me a couple of mushroom Swiss burgers, you know what I'm saying? But we're going past and there's these white dudes out there. Check this out. A couple of them, they had on clean white tees and pearl white Nikes, and they weren't dressed like regular homeless people. They had their lineups and all of that. But they was out bumming for change. And she says, do you think that I would give them a couple of dollars? Like, I wanted to say something real bad. I wanted to say something super bad. You know what I'm saying? But I refrained myself. I'm like, hell no. I wanted to cuss her out. I wanted to say 10 cuss words in one spill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Shalom, no Christ.
Like, you didn't give him a goddamn thing. Oh. Like, you didn't give him a goddamn thing. But,
you gotta work hard.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta break that because we think helping white people is helping God.
Good night.
That's the way our people think. We think helping white people is helping God because we still view them as the people of God. Still, now she knew. My friend at that time knew that we were the Hebrew, we were the Israelites and everything. Right. But still, in my mind, they were still the people of God.
Yeah.
That's great. Go ahead, you want to break that Joshua down some more?
Yeah, so like what I was going to say was, the whole purpose of Joshua, was Joshua the 7th chapter. Pretty much what happened was, the reason why they lost the war was because, there was a trespass. They were supposed to go to war and not take anything as a souvenir. And because the brother took a souvenir, they lost, they had lost the battle. You see what I'm saying? Because the very thing that the Most High told them not to do, the order was not followed, and they got punished. And that's why Joshua was so confused to figure out, why did we lose? We did everything that the Lord told us to do. And what you find out from the rest of the chapter is that because this brother did this, he got punished, and so did his whole family.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's to show the spirit of, what we do affects all of us. Once again, the reason why we all ended up in slavery was because there was something that someone did within Israel that angered the Lord enough to put us all into slavery. It wasn't all of us, it was some of us, or someone. You see what I'm saying? And that's the spirit, and that's something that we have to be responsible for. Once again, especially with the violence in the black community, everything is a chain reaction. If you kill this person, someone's going to kill this person who's going to just keep going and going.
Right.
If you sell this drug, someone's going to sell this drug and just going to kill the whole family. Someone's going to get locked up, someone's going to die, someone's going to get killed. It's just going to carry on until it's that one person that finally decides to stop. You know what I mean? That finally stops the poison, from spreading, which is all these things that the Lord told us not to do in the black community or in general. And that's what I want to say.
I mean, it almost sounds like only because, you see what I'm saying? We've been in there before, we came out of there before. All these things have been done before. Right. There's nothing new as far as us getting out of this.
Psalm 119 and which verse?
Verse 36.
Okay. Verse 36.
Yes.
And verse 96 is exceeding broad.
Leading. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? When my parents said do this, do that, and they came home and it was done, it was lovely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can ask for anything I want.
Right.
I can go ahead and ask for them $200 Jordans. You know what I'm saying? And I actually go to my friend's party and this, that, and the third. There's no problems because I've done what I had to do.
Right.
But when you don't do what you have to do, it's problems, man. It's the opposite of real. It's problems. It's the same way with the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what like people you can simplify this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it can get kind of confusing in the scriptures because of the parables and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We talk this slang and most niggas don't understand that. You know that it was niggas who wrote this. So if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, the scriptures can get a little confusing. You see what I'm saying? But if you just take it back to the, you know what I'm saying, you lose. You know?
This also, when he asked about all the 600 something commandments and everything,
right.
You know, now when it says here, I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. And we have to break down to him that we look at the commandments as 600 something individual commandments, and we got to keep, and it's confusing.
It's like a burden on all
that.
Yeah.
Right. You know, this simplifies it. You know what I'm saying? Because it says commandment here is exceeding broad, means it covers many commandments as we were just talking about just a little bit ago.
That's all it is, like a domino effect. Man.
Right.
When you start keeping them, that's why I say like you keep the 10, it's gonna domino affect the rest of them. Man.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to be covered just because you love your neighbor. You love yourself.
You're not gonna sell them garbage that you know is not what you say you're selling. Right. You're not gonna want to ruin the land that y'all farming on. Right. Just fall into all the commandments.
Right. You're not gonna want to kill him. The Bible says thou shalt not kill because you wouldn't want to be killed because you love your neighbor.
You love your neighbor as yourself.
Right.
You're not even gonna look at him. You're gonna be quick to the same way we quick to forgive these other nations. You'll be quick to forgive your brother.
Right.
And that's what most black people don't understand. You can't love black people and their enemy.
Right.
Right.
And that makes no sense, man.
Right.
You can't love me and the people killing me.
Right.
And Christians can't wrap their mind around that.
No, they can't.
They cannot. I'm telling you, I can call all my Christian brothers right now. They'll tell me they love me. And I'll tell them, well, then you hate the oppressor. And he'll tell me, no, I don't hate the oppressor. I love him too. What, nigga?
Right.
Well, do you understand that he'll pull me over and kill me when I ain't did nothing wrong?
Right.
So how do you love him and me? Explain that. How you love me and people trying to kill me?
Right.
That is insane. That makes no sense.
Yeah. You gonna turn on me, but damn, like, hold on, I gotta get away from you.
And that's exactly what happened. And people don't understand.
Right.
People don't understand that that's what they're doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Niggas understood that in the drug game.
Oh yeah,
if they was in a drug game or anything like that, you know, or any type of, you know, they understood you can't be roll with, you know, 125th Street and then try to roll with 130th. You know what I'm saying too? You call what? What do you call? You call a double agent.
Yeah.
And both of them will want to kill you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't roll like that. You can't play both sides of the fence unless you can catch fire on both sides.
Period.
You know?
But you know, the average, because of the Christianity, is one hell of a drug. But they're heavy thinking that you can love your people and love the people that's oppressing us.
Right.
When that makes no sense, man.
Yes, you can't do that.
It makes no sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really disgusting that Christianity is a hell of a drug, man. Like, they take our records and use them against us to make us love our enemy.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That God, like the way that they butchered John 3:16 is disgusting, turning against them by turning these scriptures as murdering them. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely ridiculous, man.
Right.
It's disgusting.
Right.
And that's why we say like a crackhead is better off than a Christian.
That's right.
A crackhead know he's smoking crack. He know he needs to stop. He know he's wrong. He know it's destroying him. He's seeing his life deteriorate. A Christian thinks they're right.
Right. And you know what? This is funny because even a drug dealer is better than a Christian also.
That's
right.
Because I know drug dealers right now in the world, it's like they on the fence whether they should come into what I'm doing right now.
Right.
You know, they like, yeah, you know, and you know, I know what you do and everything, you know, and I know you on one side, you know, you doing right, you know, and I'm doing wrong. At least they know they're doing wrong.
Right.
The Christian church, they are up high and think that they're doing right.
Self-righteous.
And that thing about reason why it makes you better, because when you know you're doing wrong, you're looking for change.
Right.
You're looking for that way out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When you think you're right, you're not looking for no way out. Who looks for a way out of being right?
You got it.
We're not looking for a way out. That's why Christians love the situation that they're in. They love being disgusting because they think it's correct.
Right.
That's why you can show them these scriptures, and you can show them the truth in the scriptures, and they'll still be like, even though you show them right here. You see what I'm saying? You can show them Christ saying, "It behooved me to be born like my brother." Right. No, it's immaculate conception. Like, it's like, yeah, like you precept upon precept, they'll still tell you. Right. No, but Jesus was born from God. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, that had nothing to do with Joseph. Forget that black man. You know, you can show them in the scriptures that he came from the seed of David. Right. Which means Joseph. Right. They ain't doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous, man. So we got like 5 minutes. We're gonna read one more scripture, and then we gonna all break this scripture down, and we're gonna get up out of here. Somebody can grab Matthew 4:4 from me. Oh. This is the priests and prophets.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Every word, man, that these priests and prophets have spoken, that's what we need to live by. Not just bread alone, not by your bank account. Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. $15 million in your bank account don't mean that you're living righteous. Right. That's not what that means, man. Right. That is not what that means. Right. Your nice car in your garage, your beautiful house, your beautiful wife, your beautiful healthy kids, that doesn't mean that you're doing righteous. Man. Right. Exactly. Are you doing what the Father said to do? Right. It's as simple as that, man. Right. You see what I'm saying? Don't think that Satan won't reward you in your disobedience to the Most High. Right. That's how he's going to keep you. That's his main job. People don't understand it. His main job is to show the Most High that you are not worthy to rule the kingdom. That's right. If he got to give you a Maserati, what the hell is a Maserati to say? Go ahead, take this Maserati, nigga. Just don't go to the I.S.U.P.K and put on all black. You can keep it. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can keep the Maserati. Just don't get up on the command of GEN.YAHANNA and follow God's sacred commandments. Right. Go ahead. You got your head.
It's powerful what you're saying too, because see, when they get the blessings, you know, of the devil in this kingdom, their job is actually to seduce other people to do the same thing that they're doing. So from a strategic standpoint, it looks, you know what I'm saying? You see how it looks? Because with him being propped up, it gathers men. Period. So now we have another foe. You know what I'm saying? And he's cool with that. I'll make this nigga rich so he can seduce all of these people so that they will never put on the all black. They will try to follow him.
Yeah. Good night. Yeah, that is a strong point. I'm gonna give him hands.
Oh yeah,
that is a strong point.
So that's what it comes down to, man. It comes down to keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. We got to come together as one, man. We got to stop living as individuals. Your individual life may be Tawab. My individual life, I think it's Tawab, man. The Most High blessed me with beautiful wives, beautiful, healthy children, man. Right. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about wives who bend over backwards for me. Kawab, I could talk about this woman all day long as far as
right.
For me, and it's true. How she take care of my brothers, and it's true. Right. You see what I'm saying? I could talk about her all day long. It's a blessing. But that doesn't overshadow the fact that there's 2 million niggas in prison right now. Right. I can't overlook that, man. Right. You see what I'm saying? Just because I'm in a good situation and I got a wife who lives by these scriptures, who's willing to kill and die for me and do anything I said. Right. You see what I'm saying? She treat me like I'm the Most High when I speak. You see what I'm saying? That's how it is in my household. Right. I can't overlook the things that's going on in the world. Right. I can't overlook the brother being shot in his back 7 goddamn times in front of his children. Right. Because you got to stop being selfish, man. Right. You see what I'm saying? I refuse to be selfish. I don't care how much good is going on in Kanaga Bar's life. I see what the hell that my people are in. Right. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not satisfied with it. Right. I'm not satisfied with it. You see what I'm saying? They always come talk to us, oh, get a job, If you think niggas in this truth is broke, you out your goddamn mind. Niggas in this truth got money, man. Right. It's just not enough for them. Right. They could be selfish like you, but they refuse, man. GEN.YAHANNA could have been it'd have been easy for him to be the selfish bastard, man. Right. And compromise this truth and do what these devils want him to do and take their handouts. Right. Right. He could be living like the rest of these preachers, and you know what I'm saying? Right. Don't think there ain't enough money for him here where he can't have a jet. You be fooling yourself, man. Mm-hmm. Right. Commander GEN.YAHANNA to have a jet, 6 houses, all of that. Right. But instead of doing that, man, he's feeding the goddamn people. Right. But I'm going to end this class, hey, man, pay your tithes, man. Do not compromise. He took the truth that the seven heads gave him, and he kept it going, man. So pay your tithes to the I.S.U.P.K. And with that, we're going to have Officer Tarako here. We're going to read some of these prayers, and we're going to get out of here. Clap it up one more time, man. I can do that.
Brother I.S.U.P.K.
Come more closer.
Well, the I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York, group of new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 means 10 to the Hebrew, ma'aseh. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer for priest. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of
Memorial going to the Trumpets. Yep, September 17th, sundown.
Right. Announce holy convocation from sheep from my I.S.U.P.K. to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, they start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, Hamaju, which means rise. We'll find out how you're doing. Rise and face the east. Should be this way. We'll start with the Lord's Prayer. Abanala. Shabashimai. Das. Ya. Ka. How. Laka. Taba'a. Zaka. Aya. Aisha. Baharakza. Wa. Ya. Bashimai. Dalanau. Makam. Call. One. Wasalak now. Waki now. Wasalak now. Waki now. Wala. Tabayana. Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For that is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Salakia. Anybody on Facebook? I don't know, YouTube, okay, Facebook. All right, right now we're going to send up prayers. If anybody has a prayer that you want sent up for, just type your name in on Facebook or YouTube. We'll repeat the name for you one time, and we'll send these prayers up for you. Go ahead, Adon.
Prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. Barak Lanau. Where Sharab. Wahab. Bayat. Sapari. Barak. Papa. Magun. We're going to give the names of the loved ones.
Everybody repeats at once. All of Israel. House of Kanagabar. House of Bakar Dun. House of Dekai. Tawala. House of Satar. House of the Barma. All of Israel. All the sisters.
House of Makatazai. House of the Barma. House of Captain Marquard. House of Captain Kapash.
House of Tarak.
Indiana Care. Kentucky Care. Ohio Care. New York. Philly. And North Carolina. And name your
anybody else?
Rapariala.
Yawash.
Mariah. Nicole Clinton. Saharazan. Paul. Des. Devin. Ari. Paulette. Give me a second. All of Israel. I.S.U.P.K.
By Shimei Shah, the water of money.
What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua. Bless us in Israel. In the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. Loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. Say evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That's like in the school. Say evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. They shake loose to treasures. The rich of Israel. They refuse to give to the school. Force thy riches. Into thy sanctuary. Say evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. The nation. The drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the souls of my enemies. Ammonites to the Roman Catholic Church. Pope. Islam. Christianity. Eschatology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Alien Nation. Skinheads. Posse the gay movement. The lesbian movement. The spies. Workers of witchcraft. Nazi space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airways. And the cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of their people. They seek to stop us. They bring swift destruction. To all the youth. That stand in the way. Trying to stop us. Broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Loose all the plagues. Cause to go to and fro. Rock the earth and consume it. Make the place shake the house of the thief. And the murder. Let it have a shot. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucer. Punish all the evil. That come up against us. And to speak that word. Because we know by all. That is the angels have done. Cause to be spread throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at that coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. Hey. Alright, men of Israel, we're going to face each other, give each other a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Hospital, time dismissed.